right, 5 o'clock on a Friday. Let's do this. Let's hit the books. Part of the Hammer Betting Network, sponsored by FanDuel, alongside the man, the myth, the legend himself, Joey Knish. Producer Barbara Alberts is with us. I'm merely Brad Powers. Before we get to your super chats, comments, concerns, best bets, and a whole lot more, before we get on all that, let's pay the bills. That's why we're still doing this show. It's because of FanDuel. And it's one of the biggest weeks in sports. That's right. Not just college football, in sports, period. FanDuel is turning it into a full-on celebration. We're going to be introducing the FanDuel Boost Fest. That's right, Boost Fest. Every day from September 25th through the 28th brings you a 50% profit boost on the biggest matchups in football, baseball, golf, and more. That's right. No matter what you're watching, there's a new reason to open up the FanDuel app, and a fresh boost is waiting for you when you do. Build a bet, stack your legs, or go bold on a single pick. However you play, that profit boost is ready to go every single day during Boost Fest. Friday night, because we're doing the show on Friday, got a 50% PBT. That's a profit boost token. Friday night, 30% profit boost token in college football. That 50% is in the Ryder Cup. You also have a 30% PBT in Major League Baseball. Tomorrow, another 50% on the Ryder Cup. And also, because it's college football and it's the biggest week of the year so far, you got a 50% boosting with the boys profit boost. You got big man on campus, Penn State, on big game on campus, Penn State, Oregon, 50% there, and a 50% PBT on Bama, Georgia. Big games. It's FanDuel's way of saying enjoy the chaos, embrace the slate. Let's make this week even more fun to follow. So download the FanDuel app or head to FanDuel.com/hitthebooks. That's FanDuel.com/hitthebooks to jump into the Boost Fest, where the games are big and the boosts are even bigger. Disclaimer. Hold on, Knish. Hold on. We'll get you. Must be 21 plus and present. Select states for Kansas in affiliation with the Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC, 19 plus and physically located in Ontario, and 18 plus and present in DC, Kentucky, Wyoming. Opt-in required. Opt-in. They typed that twice. Opt-in required. Bonus digits is a non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rg/help.com. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccbg.org/chat in Connecticut, or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope it's here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE New York, or text HOPE New York in New York. Call Connex Ontario at 1-866-531-2600 or visit connexontario.ca. They included the Canada stuff in there. Must be known that we're a Canadian company. And
I was going to say, the Canadian viewers across the both sides of the pond, baby.
I felt like my dad a little bit there. He's an auctioneer.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
No, well, that's where you got it from.
So there we go. That was a different read. We got more reads.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
What's happening, man?
Get warmed up with that read.
Yeah. I got like sweat dripping down from that one. My goodness. Oh. All right. What do we tackle first here? Any thoughts? I mean, obviously won a big game last night. East Carolina beats Army. A lot of game day movement on Army after it steamed all week on East Carolina.
Yeah.
East Carolina, the right side there. Army fought hard, as you would expect, in the second half, but I pretty impressed with this East Carolina team outside of the BYU game. The American's going to be a tough conference this year. I mean, there's 4 or 5 teams that are legit, can make a playoff run.
Yeah, I mean, it was, one of those like blink before you know it, it's 21-0. Army kind of settled in after that, but was just, and they're, it's Army. There's not a lot of explosiveness on that offense. They were able to grind back a little bit, but overall, great. I mean, that's one of those massive two-way market movement games. And one of the, if you're one of those, I know some people that were on, ECU early, ECU late, some Army buyers. I don't know. I didn't really end up with a position last night because I didn't get in front of the ECU steam. Then by the time the Sixers were there, I was kind of hemming and hawing that didn't buy Army and it came back. So was just one to watch for me. But yeah, I will say ECU for a team that included going into the season was not expecting much from. I don't know if they can. I would say winning the Americans probably a little above, I think, what their level can be. But I mean, it's a team that
under their win total, you're going to lose. Like me.
Yes.
No. So
what do you think?
It's probably a 7-8 win team.
I was just
pretty solid in this conference.
I think they can get to 8 wins. I mean, they're probably going to be. Never mind. They got Tulane next week. I was gonna. You know what?
That's a good. That thing that's in 2 weeks on Thursday.
I was gonna say, if you're a Pirate, if you got the Pirate patch on and you want to win the conference you go into Tulane and you beat them.
There'll be at least a touchdown underdog.
Yeah, I don't think they are going to, but that's if
they
you
got
want
Memphis
to win.
at UTSA, probably losses there. So yeah, 8-4. 8-4 is a good season. So
Great season for East Carolina.
And win total was 6.5. Which you said the two-way action. I think that's a theme of the week. There's battles in the marketplace all over.
Yeah.
Obviously around key numbers, but not even key numbers. There's just different buyers, different times of the week at different numbers, even at buy prices that you didn't think were still, worth it. They still keep coming, including one. I got to mention it because I'll mention good and with the bad. We gave out Ohio on Monday. What the hell is going on there? Is Navarro is he dead for Ohio? I mean, I'm joking there, but I don't get the who's behind all this team. I mean, I know a few of them, but they're not enough to keep driving this number down. What are you hearing on Ohio?
Yeah, you know what? This one, obviously, we're in bad here. I will just this is just a Joey K. Not if I see some flat 7,
you're jumping back in.
I'm jumping back in for some more. So yeah, I mean, I can see above. If you were a buyer at Bowling Green above 10, but now this getting close to 7. Not for me in any way whatsoever.
I agree.
So, yeah, I still think that Ohio kind of cleans up here.
I do. I'm not, people are going to ask me, well, what's with this is one where, sometimes I'm worried about stuff. Other times I'm not. So I'll allow the Notre Dame Purdue total last week. All right. We got to get to the chat because the super chats are lined up. Reich's first in $9.99 super chat. Happy Friday, fellas. Kansas -4.5, Air Force -6.5. Well, I can tell you the steam continues to come in on Cincinnati. I would say wait on that.
Yep.
I'm with them on Kansas. I bet Kansas at 3.5. I thought it'd be the absolute best number you'd see all week in the market. It might be coming back near there. I think you're definitely going to be able to lay 4 with Kansas. So wait on that. Are you on the Cincinnati steam here?
No, not. I'm not.
That's a noon kickoff. I was hoping that was a later start time because we could do tomorrow's show.
Yep.
And I was hoping to. I like Kansas, so I'm not buying. What has Cincinnati done? They haven't done nothing. So what a decent second half against Nebraska, who got exposed at the line of scrimmage against Michigan. Come on, Kansas is the most trustworthy commodity there. They have the better coach. Kansas, lay 4 though. I think you're going to get that. That's going to be. There's a couple of them out there that'll be more of a consensus. The other one, Air Force. I can't get my power ratings there. The 3-letter service was on them early in the week.
Yeah,
I think that's the right side though.
Me too.
You trust their defense, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, I don't, because I saw that defense again. There's some, and I know Hawaii is not Boise State, but there's some possessions in that Boise State game where it looks like it's a 7-on-7 with an elite 7-on-7 going against a bunch of white kids who just got together from the passing defense is awful, but it could be the only side I would play here. But now that the number's gotten up there, juice 6.5, it was one I was really hoping to lay a shorter price with Air Force, and it took off early in the week and it's never really came back. Of the two, I agree. At the current market, it would be a Kansas play for me, but neither of them are at the prices where I'm in the best bet, really want to hit range.
Good answer. You could talk me in the Hawaii Air Force over. I mean, Air Force's defense, it wasn't just the Boise game. They gave up 49 to Utah State, too.
Yep.
So, but their offense is doing well. So, with a new quarterback. Ian McNeil in the chat, $4.99. What's up, boys? I got gifted $200 in the FanDuel touchdown jackpot. Wanted to play a natty future. Any suggestions?
Oh, congrats on the old jackpot hit there.
What do you play? Well, this is a decent week to start projecting. If Barb wants to pull up the FanDuel natty odds, because I don't have them in front of me, just the futures, national championship futures, Barb, I'll see if there's anything in there. I will.
Michigan 55 to 1.
Who?
No, the Michigan 55 to 1.
Yeah, you're funny. Boy, I don't know. If somebody really likes Alabama this week, and the market seems to I think diversifying your portfolio with an Alabama national championship future would make sense if you like Alabama this week. Because, they beat Georgia. It's right back. Now we're right back to where we were at the start of the season thinking that this is a contender.
Everyone's saying Miami.
That's off of 3 today. That we talk about the big Friday moves. That got off a key number, one of the biggest games of the week.
Yeah. Everyone's saying that was where I was going. It's just price wise on Miami because I think I'm list of the teams that are listed here. Who do you think is absolutely 100% going to be in the playoff? I'd say 1 Penn State and 2 Miami. I'm not saying those are the best team. I'm not saying those teams will win, but in terms of locked playoff bids, I don't see any way Miami's not in the playoffs, and I don't see any way Penn State's not in. And I like Miami a lot better at the price.
Buckeyes are in the playoffs. I can't trust either one of those guys, those coaches, to win multiple big games in a row. I just can't. So, I mean, crystal ball is just if they had a better head coach, Miami would be a slam dunk. I mean, they just would be what they look like at the line of scrimmage. Although keep an eye on Carson Beck. He doesn't look right. He didn't look right last week.
No, we'll see if that gets a little better going forward. But I agree with you. There's some.
So we weren't much of a help there. I like Georgia this week, so go Georgia. But you're saying Miami.
You know what? And the son of a bit, I was going to come in hot with a head-to-head for you, and they bet it off 3. Unless you want to go head-to-head at 3.
You know what I've come around to liking the most in that game is probably the over.
Okay.
So there you go.
I do like the Bama. There's a couple smattering of 3s still out there. I did play some Bama at 3.
We'll go head-to-head at 3.
All right. Lock it up.
So I owed you a half point somewhere.
All right.
So there you go.
I'm in.
Nothing but an A fan in the chat. $10. Are some teams like UCF, Syracuse, Rutgers, or Northern Illinois worth the look on the money line this week? Wonder if Knish has any of those for his round robin. Thank you guys. Enjoy the weekend.
Might as well
in there. I don't think they are they?
Let's. You know what, Barb? You got the round robin to go in.
Boom! Look at her go.
There we go.
Yeah, one of them was in there.
Yep. That was a nice call there. Appreciate the super chat. Listen, I mean, I'll just run it down real quick. Pitt plus 130 versus Louisville. I think Pitt a little undervalued in this game. The number actually came. A couple of these unfortunately took a little action here today. That kind of this price was a little juicier earlier in the day. But Pitt, I still think they're very live. Home dog. Northern Illinois, I think. Again, nice spot with San Diego State off a huge win last week, 34-0. Go across the country, play an offense that's absolutely disgusting, and a much, much different test than what they played last week. Cal, off of getting beat by San Diego State at Boston College, just, I think, two-way game. I think both teams are live. Again, if you look at the box last week, in that San Diego State game, it was not a game they should have lost by even a significant margin, much less 34. So give me a little bit of money line dog on them. And then this is me and I. This is a show stance against Iowa State season long. I just think Iowa State's overvalued, and I'm going to keep pressing on them. Bet Arizona in the game. Bet them on the money line. That is the college football round money line round robin. HTP. I love HTP, SGP, but not technically an SGP. But hey, we'll call it the college football money line round robin of the week.
Like it. I think we win at least 2, like we always do.
Yep, 2 or 3, and then I can come on.
I worry. Pitt, Louisville's banged up at the skill position. Desmond Reed for Pitt. I don't know if he's going to go. So keep an eye on that.
Yep.
On Desmond Reed. I'm hearing a lot of people are on Arizona. I heard old Rufus is on Arizona big.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
I mean,
information. Cal, I think is a good one too.
Really, really. To make a sizable play, I was looking for a touchdown here, and it just after the opener, it was never there. So I'm on Arizona. I would like it a lot more at the opening numbers. Yes.
Back to the chat. Jack Fletcher, $1.99. I'm on Josh Hoover, 500-1 Heisman. Any chance?
You know what? That's one of those. I usually anything in that price range. I'm just like you're burning money. I don't hate it. 500-1.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Is it?
This is the year to bet one of them.
Yeah, probably not. But you know what? For a team that's in the Big 12, what do you think of them tonight? By the way.
I laid it with Arizona State.
Oh,
Probably prefer over. Like current over. I think I'm against both of that. I don't know. I'm against the market in a lot of games this week. I don't know. That's not good. Or is it? We'll see. I don't know. I feel like some of the computer guys are involved this week. They collected their 3-4 games of data, and they're getting their computer systems all engineered. When a lot of them guys don't understand all the stats that are had. There's such a disparity in strength of schedules that a lot of these stats you just throw out the fucking window. I'm just seriously. Of course their stats aren't as good. They're playing teams with an average power rating of 3 touchdowns better than the team that they're facing this week. Come on, let's get real. Speaking of tonight, that's a good segue. You like anything currently tonight? You like TCU at 3, don't you?
Yeah, I bet some 3. I did have some.
I think Florida State's aside tonight, even though I bet Virginia early in the week.
Really?
Yeah. I think Virginia's compromised on the offensive line.
Okay. Yeah,
I went the fun route and went over. I do like this Virginia offense. I just worry that the offensive line it has got me worried. It's a center. So
you know what? I know just a big mover friend that was on Arizona State pretty heavy. I played again. It's one of those played a little at the price on TCU at 3, Virginia plus 7.5, but not significant bets. What do you think in the late game? I don't have anything on the late game. I know you were on Houston early, right?
Yeah, Houston early. I can't bet it now though. But Oregon State stinks. They got to make a coaching change. I love me some Willie Fritz off a bye, extra time to prep. Maybe lean under. Nothing wild, but man, that's a good 3 slate of games. I got to decide if I'm going to go to the high school game tonight or not, or just sit back and watch some games. I don't know. We'll see. I wish we had something. You want to go head to head on Arizona State TCU?
Yeah, why not? Leave me the 3. I'll go head to head at 3.
All right, we'll go head to head at 3 there. I think 3 is the right number though, so you're going to get me. You're going to start 1-0. Damn it. Or we'll push. Lean over, I guess, there. But I've seen some back and forth. Guys I like the over. I personally lean that way. I've seen other guys like the under there. Back to the chat. We got more super chats. Hold on. I got to get back to it. My bad. Do we? There we go. Connor. It's really lined up. $1.99. What are your guys' thoughts on the 3 games tonight? Thank you, Connor.
Good segue.
You must have read my mind. I didn't even know that was a super chat. So there you go. I get head to head. We're on the TCU Arizona State game. I guess, even though I'm head to head, just price wise, TCU plus 3 kind of makes sense. Brandon in the chat, $4.99. Do you got anything other? You got derivative props or anything tonight?
I don't think. You know what? I don't think. I filled big list of props before earlier today we had on the show, but I don't think any of those were specific to tonight's game. No. So
I could understand a Florida State team total over 34.5.
If you I don't think so. I think this number's moved at FanDuel, but we played Dakota Twitty, the tight end, over receiving yardage for Virginia around 15-ish yards.
You got some guys in the weeds.
Yeah, so some 14.5. Again, that's not available at FanDuel, so we're not going to lock it into the best bet. If you shop that, maybe you find something around. We'll call it good to 16.5.
Brandon, $4.99 super chat. Does Georgia get down to -1.5? I want to hammer Georgia. Bama streak is over.
Well, once you get through the 3,
yep,
then I think you're that the 1.5 is possible.
I'll know more tomorrow.
Yeah, but one of those that's through the 3 and you didn't get the instant Georgia, that's one of those, if you want to be on Georgia,
wait
and see, I would even go wait and see what the cheapest money line is. You can get out there and find somewhere, because usually, especially on game day, those money line spreads start trading a little bit different, especially, with all the options out there. I would let that breathe if you want to be on Georgia side.
Jacob Gonzalez, a $9.99 super chat. Thoughts on the Heisman and the Auburn game? Thanks as always. Barb, pull up the Heisman. I got a take on the Heisman. I do. And it's a strong take, I think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And obviously this is one where You can pull up the Heisman, can't you, Barb? Just it's in the futures, Heisman. You should be. You can't pull up the Heisman?
Oh, they might not have it in.
I think you can still bet the Heisman.
I thought you could in New York too.
If you can't bet the Heisman in New York, what the hell is going on in New York?
Yeah, no, that's
first New York City. Now the college player props futures markets can't bet the Heisman. What is going on? My goodness. My take is this. I think it's a good week to get out in front of it with the big games. Finally, even the idiot Heisman ballot voters might watch a game or two this week. I like Jeremiah Smith. And in that 15-1 range, I like Jeremiah Smith. I bet it at that price. I think he's going to have a big game. That's all I'll say.
I got a question for you.
Yeah. I'm going to send you a text.
Okay.
That I got. So.
Do you think that if he can be back by the test? So he had hand surgery this week. They got a week off. They got Kent State. He's not going to play that game. Then they got
Texas.
Out. You don't think he's going to be back for the Texas game?
No.
Okay.
You think he will be?
I don't. I'll say this.
That'd be a good story.
That's one.
Let's say that for a week or so from now.
Yeah. That's one to mind. I'm not saying place it now because if he misses a game or two, then a couple, like if he misses a Texas game, misses South Carolina, then he's toast. But that's one. If there's some chirping or some stuff that comes that he's going to make it back for that game, I'd be buying up the Mateer Mania, Money Mateer before that game. Because one, I think with them, they beat Texas. And two, he can come back. But again, will he make it back? I don't know. I mean, it's a short time frame to come back from hand surgery, but the guy's tough as shit, and we'll see.
I'm not buying Mendoza for Indiana, the favorite. No, I'm betting the no. That what I sent you is not for public knowledge, so that's why I'm on Jeremiah Smith.
Gotcha.
All right.
I will tell you the Mendoza, like that's buying. I always use that's buying Bitcoin at 125K or something.
I'll give you another one. Gunnar Stockton, big game against Bama. I'm going all in on Georgia in that game.
Okay.
I just think if he has a big game, he's the favorite next time we talk on Monday. Is he not?
Yeah, no. I mean, if he has a big game, Georgia win.
Yeah, he's the favorite.
He's the favorite.
Yeah. Oh, he asked about the Auburn game. You know, I haven't bet that game this week. It's not that I don't have an interest. I think it's a big game. It's probably one of the more overlooked games of the week. But we haven't seen too much movement. It's just, generally speaking, I think A&M's overrated. But Spot says A&M.
Yeah.
Auburn, another road trip for them.
Yeah.
So
that's a really tough to get up off the mat after that Oklahoma game. Tough to, defensive game. And then have to play the same type of game versus A&M. It's just Auburn, the way that there's no easy games when you can't just the way that they play. It's you have to play physically, you have to play lower scoring. I agree with TD in the chat. The Hugh Freeze offensive experience has been very disappointing. And it's funny because they've had this defense is playoff level defense and they've got the weapons to do it. But the offense, the quarterback play, I don't think is good enough. With that said, I'm not laying 7 here.
No.
So
Shane in the chat, $2. Knish, rub your hands together and say Western Kentucky 3.5, baby.
Listen. We've been rolling with the toppers all season. We got a miracle cover out of them last week too. I gotta tell you, I was like, I'm gonna jump off the Western Kentucky train for a while. If I see a 3, I'm betting it again. I can't get to the number here. I don't think Missouri State's very good. Again, it's a one. I know where the market is very anti-Western Kentucky right now.
They had a fortunate cover last week.
They got a very.
I can't get there. I bet Missouri State early in the week, but this number is can't.
Yeah, this number is come way to. I agree with you, Duck.
Orders on the over. I'm not even there. I don't think Western Kentucky's their offense is kind of bothering me.
it hasn't been. I was going to say it's bogged down a little bit. Last 2 weeks. I've literally bet Western Kentucky every single week this year, and I know they're 3-1 ATS. Well, I was looking for a spot to jump off here, but I can't.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Market hates them.
Yeah, so I will be on Western Kentucky. I would really like to see a 3 though.
All Himothy, 1999 super chat. We're getting some good ones tonight. Well, Barb's going to have a nice fancy dinner. Any opinion on Tennessee, Mississippi State? I like the over 62.5. Where you at there? You got 2 top 10 teams in terms of tempo. Let's not overthink it.
This was, I hear you on that. There's also, there's some flat 7 out there, and that was kind of the number that was going to be a Tennessee or nothing for me. I know.
Let's see where it's at tomorrow.
Yeah. That's. I agree with you. Let it breathe a little bit. See a little bit one more push on Mississippi State. Then I think you can come in on.
Because the leading indicators are saying we might get that 7 more consensus.
Yeah.
And if we do, we're singing Rocky Top on tomorrow's show. Speaking of tomorrow's show, if you can't get enough of us, you're in luck. We do 3 shows a week now. In case you didn't know. Well, we're getting paid to do 3 shows a week now. That's the good thing, including the Saturday college halftime show. We got a doozy. So if you are into 4-letter words, don't watch tomorrow's show because it'll be the halftime of the Notre Dame Arkansas game. You know I'm going to be extremely frustrated if you've been watching Notre Dame's defense this year. But Knish and myself will get immediate reaction to the games in the morning, plus anything we might like later in that day. That's Saturdays right here on the Hit the Books YouTube channel. Notre Dame Arkansas, ABC noon. We'll do halftime. Jared in the chat, $5. BP and Joey K, personal football playing glory days positions. BP equals wrecking ball fullback. I did play fullback. Joey K equals heat-seeking linebacker. Yeah, I did play fullback.
I only played 1 year of football. I was more did basketball, baseball, and stuff. So 1 year of football. I got to tell you, where Joey K in the mean streets of the burbs outside of Detroit, our football program was not very wasn't really up to par if I'm putting it that way. Well, we weren't going into Marion and winning. If we went into Marion, probably a couple kids on the team would have died. So there wasn't much of a long storied football career.
What was your best sport?
Baseball by far. Played baseball from a very young age. Was actually reasonably decent at baseball. The other ones I played mostly, I wasn't going anywhere in any of those. I'll put it that way.
Barbara said she was the placeholder.
Oh, she holds the kicks on the field goals.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, she says she's kidding. Well, we don't know in today's. There was a guy, the Vanderbilt kicker a couple years ago. I didn't know. You see more and more of that. But, I didn't have many glory days, though. I wasn't very good at football. I was better at baseball and basketball. Benjamin Rash in the chat, $9.99. Late to the party. Any value on Middle Tennessee? Whew. Yeah, too late to the party. Ugh.
Yeah.
You had to take above 7.
Yeah, I agree. Gun to my head, I'd still lean that way at 7.
Yeah, I would too. We love FanDuel. Don't bet the 6.5.
No. Don't take the 6.5. I can't get to Kennesaw State. I know, great win last week. Regretfully left them out of the money line round robin. I think the spot really lined up for them last week against Arkansas State. Much different style of team in Middle Tennessee. And again, Middle Tennessee defense sucks and all that, but this is one I would almost go the other way. And they were on the shortcut list from a money line round robin game. Because I could see Middle winning this outright.
Yeah. Got to learn how to win before you learn how to cover. Different scenario, laying points compared to last week. Expected to win, feeling all good about themselves. They were kind of sloppy in that game. They could have put last week's game away early, and they didn't.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Middle's live. Speaking of live, I'm gonna run a couple by you before we get too long with the show.
Okay.
It's not
I know. I know. There's a couple. The FanDuel lean is pretty sharp.
Yeah,
these
FanDuel
days,
lean knows what maybe they're watching the shows too much. And we give it out though, right? Right?
Yeah,
I like Florida Atlantic. 7:00 Saturday, Florida Atlantic plus 14, no bar.
Yeah.
Make sure you go to another book at 14.
I'm with you. Best bet.
If you want to do us a big time favor, I don't know if it's available on the Betstamp, but it's a 4-letter network. If you can grab that number, that would be great. But yeah, we'll take 14. 14's a go.
Yeah,
Best bet.
plenty of 14s out there.
I think it's live 2-touchdown underdog.
I know. If you're doing a little bit of juicier money, I do. Joey K puts in a. Oh wow, there is a flat 7 on Ohio now on the board.
That's another wave of money. Is Navarro playing? Somebody knows something. Because I tweeted earlier about BG's best defensive player out. I know, of course, I get it from Blue Horseshoe. He can't be the best player on the team because he's on defense. Whatever. I say he's the best player, not the most valuable player. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. God, I get so tired of that. Oh, my God. Well, technically, I'm wondering why my podcast doesn't do numbers because, my power rankings say that this team should be favored by 3.1415962. And, if you factor in the win probability of that 57.2%, and then you take into consideration that Kelly Cartier says that I should probably be wagering 4.2% of my bankroll. Okay, let's see how my podcast numbers are doing. Uh-oh, not as good as Taylor Mathis. I wonder why. I hate that shit. It was a good tweet because he is their best player, and he got hurt celebrating over the year. And here comes another wave of Ohio money. Do we double best bet? We might have. I'll tell you what. Oh no, it starts at noon. Let's see. Let's let it breathe another half hour.
Yeah.
If it goes lower at our friends at FanDuel, we're jumping in again. First double best bet. I don't care. Back to the chat. Sorry about that. That was the text that got me this week. Action Sports Central. What happened to the line in Eastern Michigan? Central Michigan loved CMU and pounded it at the open at 4.5, up to 6, and now back to 3.5. Injuries there? I knew a couple groups that were going to come in on Eastern. Makes sense there. Can't lay points with Central's, pedestrian offense, but I'm not in love with Eastern.
You're
part of it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think.
But 6 is different than now. It's 3 in most spots.
No. Well, I'm totally with you. I would not be buying anymore. But I can't. I can't believe this got through 3. Yeah, this is getting aggressive. And this one that again early in the week I would have had in the money line round robin, but price has come down now that. Yeah, that was one I was talking on. Gave out on You Better You Bet, but that was at 2 points ago. So I just think Central Michigan's offense after that first half for San Jose State, we're like, oh, this kind of guy has been disgraceful. And again, Eastern not much on defense here, but they have been a little bit better offensively week over week. And it's just a disgusting game. I mean, it's a disgusting directional game that I think if you were taking the 6, even up to down to 4.5. I would have been okay with Eastern, but not now. Man, that's one I regret not betting that one. Isn't it? They have a little trophy for that it's like a little mini commander in chief between Eastern, Western, and Central. I don't know the name of it, but it's like the Michigan Mac Trophy or something. I forget what it is. Yeah, damn, that was a missed one. Eastern outright. Jack Fletcher, $1.99 in the chat. Speaking of outright, App State plus 16.5. I think it's another big dog. I put a $5 foot long on money line. We could beat Boise. Boise's quarterback's not 100%. Yeah, State playing off the bye. Sentimental. Their coach that they got fired last year died, unfortunately. Sean Clark. I don't like we love FanDuel. Don't like the price on FanDuel. FanDuel's got everything shaded against us this week, not with us, against us. We love you, FanDuel, but give us some better numbers. We'll have more best bets. But I think 16.5 is okay. But again, it was way higher early in the week. I'm even at 16.5. Yeah. I would still best bet it or no? Yeah. All right, Barb. 16.5. App State. Go. I'm still in. I'm with you. I think anything above 14 is good. I agree. That's what I was going to say.
I just said to put a little bit on the money line. I wouldn't be stunned if they won the game.
Yeah, this is one. There's just a lot of things. And again, we can have egg on the face if we're wrong here, but
nah, Boise's not right defensively.
Yeah, I don't think the
quarterback's banged up. There's just something not right with them. Notre Dame's on deck. So I like App State. App State, if you look at their finals the last 2 games, not good, but a lot of turnovers. I think they had like 3 turnovers inside like the 20 against Southern Miss. Just they're better than the final scoreboards. So App State, there we go. A couple good dogs I like.
Yeah,
coffee 498. You got another one?
No. I know because I guess one of my guys just texted me about is AJ Swan good to go, and I saw he was good for practice yesterday. So I think he's over, right. But that's one of those that you kind of have to. We'll see on game day, but I'm working under the assumption after the practice that he'll be in. But we'll see here.
I had the same thing as practice. And when he was practicing, I thought he was going to go. So
yeah,
maybe egg on my face again. Ugh, wouldn't be the first time. Hot coffee, $4.99. In what world should Kansas State be laying 6 points to UCF? I make the line 2.74, 8294. That's not too far off of my line. A 3.1415962. You know what that is? 3.1415962.
I got to tell you,
it's pie.
I'm a little bit.
Barb knew it. It's pie.
Yeah, there you go.
So, I don't know. Barb was giving me like the rundown of the NC State Duke game, the score in the middle of the second quarter, this and that. I got a funny feeling she's like a numbers person. I will say she's much more enjoyable to talk to pre-show than Moretto and Jason or whoever we got.
Yeah, wow.
We got to get Barb more hours. Come on. I don't want to talk to them guys anymore. Charles. Well, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of like a downer. I mean, they're actively rooting against us. I mean, Jason was rooting against. We give out freaking Illinois on Monday. He's rooting against us immediately. We go 8-1 last week, and Moretto's first thing is thinking negative. Oh, just in time for us to have a bad week on the biggest week of the year. I mean, it's just so negative. I know we had a bad year 2 years ago where everything went against us, but we've been winning. Come on. Charles in the chat, $5. Did you guys see the tweet from Pizzola last night? After the 5,000 ad reads for forward progress, he does that. Yeah, I know. That's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. We caught a stray. I gotta admit though, I got a little chuckle out of me. That was I can appreciate a good troll there.
Yeah, I don't get mad at that stuff. I do get mad if they're not reading as many ad reads as we are about their show. That's what pisses me off.
Yeah. If you're not here,
it comes down to money. Don't mess with my money. I see someone was asking me, why don't you do Pick Central at Barstool anymore? Because I'm not getting paid. I'm not doing it. I love Rico and the guys, but come on. And plus, they're on a competitive sports book. I mean, I'm getting paid by FanDuel now. I'm going to go on a show with their main rival. Doesn't look good. Sorry, guys. We love Rico. I'm still a rider, though. I know you're a new crew.
I'm a Nadu crew.
Yeah. When are they going to get that by? You know how much money they can make?
I'm surprised. Well, do they still do Rough and Rowdies?
It's kind of lost its steam.
Yeah.
You want to talk about injecting some life back into it?
Right.
I mean, Rico versus Nadu would be box office. I bet both of them could. I bet both of them could get 6 figures for that fight.
I totally agree. Nadu, I think, said he got it for fighting Jersey Jerry.
Yeah, he'd get double for Rico.
Yeah. That would be, honestly,
I'll promote that. I don't care. I mean, that would be a great one. You don't think I'd watch it, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'd pay $50 to watch it. I would. All right, back to the there we go. So we'll sell it. Well, give me the ad read for that. I can promote that fight. Who can? I mean, that's something that people have been waiting for. All right, Crestman says, don't forget to like and subscribe. Good people. Right back at you. I got it. Instead of going back up the chat, I'll start at the bottom. Now we're here. Alaska Bullworm 2. Thoughts on USC playing at 9:30 a.m. Pacific. Hate Illinois, but may make a first half play on Illinois. Tout Service likes. We like Illinois. We got 7.5 on Monday. Love that number. Tout Service took Illinois plus 3.5 first half. I do like Illinois.
Yeah, I think still some couple of juice sevens out there around. Again, really like that 7.5, obviously, but would still be I just think we're seeing too much of a downgrade. And again, egg on the face opportunity that maybe Illinois is more fraudulent than that, but this is a mass, and I think a very different spot, different game. I like the team after they get housed, coming in and everything goes wrong. So versus a USC team that I don't love. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like I was very pro USC this year. There's been a few things though, even though the record's there, where you're like, I don't think this is I don't think it's a playoff team type of deal or anything like that.
Very well said. Couldn't agree more. Like them, don't love them. I haven't loved what I've seen the last 2 weeks.
No, me neither.
Competition stepped up against Purdue and Michigan State. I'm like,
The defense is, I don't think is very and I like
what they got issues. What it looks like? An 8-4 team. So, and you got Illinois. Next 3 games: Illinois, Michigan, Notre Dame. Here we go. And already Lincoln Riley's, if you read the tea leaves, he's already setting the stage, complaining about start times. Who would have thought a West Coast team playing across the country? You know what time they play in the East Coast? They play at noon. Come on.
I love that there was some
Mr. Dominguez, this 10 for 10 show so far, BP. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
He's good. BP,
I'm ready. I'm ready to see Marion Local make it big 7-0 tonight, 70 straight. Let's go. Ready to win again. I'm feeling good. What were you going to say? I cut you off. That's a shock. I cut you off.
No, I know. There's a double cross here. We're switching chairs today. BP's up on a bender, and I'm a lot more subdued. You know what? I don't know. Just keep it rolling. It wasn't that important.
Okay. Minus 110 says, how big of a favorite do you make by versus Michigan State this week? That's one that minus have to let breathe a little.
Michigan State alum, mind you, one of my guys.
Ooh.
I got to tell you,
last week. That helped.
That's all I care about. That's what he was texting me in the morning saying, I had the defense is awful. I said, you didn't cover 80 yards from Childs to whatever his name was to cover. So
they're going to have to let that breathe another year on Smith.
Yeah, they struck out big time on the portal on defense, and the defensive roster just sucks. Like they don't have guys. They don't have any guys. I think that one linebacker who got ejected, he's all right. They had one safety that's all right, but their defensive line got raided, and they haven't really been able to. The recruiting's also been not the greatest, so it's just. We've talked about it a few times, though. I think the biggest thing is what. You brought 4 teams in and a couple of teams that were absolute doormats in the Big Ten forever, Indiana being one of them, Illinois not being great, even Minnesota. Like all these teams just took the leap over. Like Michigan State went down, they had the Tucker scandal, and now you've got 6 additional teams that are better than that like leaped over you. And so now you're having to climb back up the ladder, and it's fucking hard.
Eligibility.
Yeah. So it's hard once the program gets to, Unless you got somebody.
What happened? I thought they had the big donors. What happened there?
The one guy I think only gives a shit about basketball because he was on the basketball team, the UWM mortgage guy who bought the Phoenix Suns. So I think he throws all the money at the basketball team. And I don't think Dan Gilbert, the Rocket mortgage guy, Quicken Loans guy, I don't think he cares about sports. So I don't think they have a couple of, the billionaires. Yeah, Matt Ishbia is the name. But so I think Ishbia gives the basketball. The other guy doesn't care. It's like that's the other thing is you have to have somebody with a lot of money that is okay just throwing it away at college athletes.
It's their money. They can spend it.
They
can do what they want. Man, you got to spend money. It's working for Texas Tech, though. That's what every program needs. That should motivate some people, some of the billionaires out there, what happens with Texas Tech this year. Super chat, Action Sports Central, $5. Can you talk about Iowa a bit? That's a lot of points versus with their defense, and Indiana struggled versus better defenses last year. I'm worried about it, but I can only look towards Iowa above a touchdown. Where are you at there? You want to go head to head? Wow, Indiana's taking more money? What's this line going to be tomorrow? It's at 8.5, almost consensus.
I know. I don't want to bet Iowa here. I just don't. I know.
Good playing in Indiana. Just hit a couple of long touchdowns. Boom, bang. You go from I got a winning bet for 50 plus minutes, and then you got a loser.
Yep. I'm going to bet some. We don't have to best bet this, but I'm going to bet some Western Kentucky at FanDuel right now because the market's buying it back across 4.5, and they have 3.5. So we don't have to.
Let's get some
All
action.
right, Western Kentucky
minus 3.5. Barb,
minus
go, go,
3.5.
go. 191.
If
7
you got
o'clock
the
kickoff.
chance, Barb, to get that in, we'll take it. And I'll go with I'm with my man Shane again, riding the Western Kentucky wave. Just too low. I don't know. I got to buy the 3. I'm not going to get to 3 because now it's getting banged back across 4. So 3.5, I'm in. I can't get to the number. I don't think Missouri State is trash. I can't get to the number.
Good job, Barb. She got that. It's 4.5 now. Look at that. Boom. My hot take in Conference USA. The best team in Conference USA this year will not win the title. Why? Because they're ineligible.
Yeah.
Delaware. Oh my God. The more I watch them, I'm like, ooh.
I agree.
I bet under the win total, that's a big time loser. They got dudes all over.
I got to tell you, I was like, I spent like 30 minutes looking into Conference USA futures and just being like, who do I even think can put a run together in this conference? I feel like anybody can lose to anybody at any given. There's no game where I'm like, oh yeah, they'll win 3 in a row easy.
I like UTEP this week over La Tech. I mean, some are going to say La Tech. Yeah, Andrew says La Tech, but I think they're going to have their hands full this week. All right, back to the chat.
Like Western Kentucky is.
I want to believe in them,
but that's what I'm saying. They're plus 220 to win the conference. They're only a 3.5-point favorite at Missouri State this week.
Yeah, team picked last.
Right.
So I don't know. I have no idea. I bet Liberty big. That's already that's a big time loser. Watch them win this week. They won't. Paul Bowman tonight says Virginia plus 3 in the first quarter. I don't hate it.
No, don't hate it. I usually don't do much with quarter derivatives.
There's somebody that does. You want 15 of them a week. I can tell you who gives them out as he tries to play catch up with his bankroll.
So yeah, but I'm not going to talk you off it.
Charles asking, am I going to do breathing exercise to be ready? No, you want this? You want this version of me hiked up another notch or two? Have Arkansas beating Notre Dame 24-10 at halftime tomorrow. Then you're going to get real animated. You're going to see why I take blood pressure medication. So, I mean, that should be a good one. Make sure you check it out. A lot of people are asking FCS. We love FanDuel. FanDuel posts these on Wednesdays. People bet into them. I gave you the list. Let's get to that tomorrow when it's more available. We'll blow the whole market to pieces. Yeah. From our buddy Mike. Hi, Brad and Joey. Longtime listener, first-time caller. I just put that in. Will you please hold a brief moment of silence for John Mateer?
Mike, get him a cortisone shot in the hand before the Texas game and see if he can get back out there. So I don't know. Listen, I think the dude's a little bit crazy in the head. He's one of those guys that runs and just like, I feel like if there's any way he can play in that game, he's going to.
I hope he does. I hope they beat Texas. I bet Oklahoma in that game. Man, if there's one thing that agitated me, that Arch, what he did to Sam Houston, I hate that. Did you see that clip of him like mean mugging that guy?
Yeah.
That guy against poor old Sam Houston State. What a joke. I want to see Mateer doesn't play defensive line. I can't wait to see that defensive line for Oklahoma get after that kid's ass. That'll be must-see TV. We'll see if he's still doing that. Whatever. I hate that shit. Andy, I agree with the UCLA play. New coach bounce. Hard to see Northwestern winning by margin. What have we done here? I think the UCLA is a play, but I don't know what I'm getting.
I know. I was staring at the number like
you wanted 7.
Yes, and because in this type of game where you've got two disgusting teams, I really got to get my number to want to get go. And I was, with that said, could only play UCLA.
Yeah,
and I might get there before the game starts.
I think they have a coaching upgrade. That Skipper guy is pretty decent. I know he's better than Deshaun Foster, so I think they got their heads on somewhat right. They can win outright.
Do I don't think this is hitting 7. Do you?
No. It would have hit this week.
I know. Do you want to?
You want best bet it? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm
UCLA
gonna
plus 6.5.
I'm in.
That's one of my strongest power ratings. I downgraded UCLA more than anybody in the country.
I know.
I can't even get close to this.
I
bet Northwestern over their win total. So that tells me this number is way off.
I can't. I'm with you. Like I cannot get to 6.5 here at just. Where do you got it at?
Like 3.5.
I was gonna say if in my head I would have made this 3.5.
Let's pull open the old school newsletter and see what the power ratings had on this one. 3.5.
Yep.
And again, I've downgraded UCLA more than anybody.
Yeah, no, and I'm with that. And this is not a pro UCLA podcast,
no,
but
let's take it. I like it.
Yeah.
I like making the bets that nobody else wants to make. Why? Because I think we're getting a discount. 1 HP, BP equals blood pressure. Yep. And British Petroleum. Perry, is LSU on fraud watch or is their defense legit? Boy, I haven't bet the game. I keep seeing Ole Miss orders, but I do think LSU's defense is probably the most trustworthy unit. But I can't wait to watch the game. I'm gonna learn a lot about both. You trust this Chambliss kid against LSU's defense?
Local kid. Well, I don't know if he was from here, but a Ferris State legend. I do know. I had one of my guys sprinkling him for Heisman this week. Yeah. That he like. I mean, I think he's an upgrade over Simmons. Enough to now. Am I banging the door for Ole Miss in this game? No, but I think blessing in disguise that Simmons went down and they get to me. It should be his job going forward. And I think the ceiling for Ole Miss is higher he's just a better passer. He's just a better passer than Simmons. So,
man, that's a good game. I wish I had more value. Lane keeps saying bet the over. And the market has bet the over. I want to bet the under. Remember last time he did that? Get your popcorn ready. He's playing Alabama. Yeah, Alabama. I mean, they got blown out. It was like 21-0 in the second quarter. Unbelievable. Ed Redman with a big time super chat coming in. $19.99. Easy for me to say. How about my alma mater, the Toledo Rockets? 20.5. It's homecoming and off the loss. I mean, I took Akron at 21.5, but I'm not giving out Akron. I can tell you that because Akron beat them last year. And this is the type of game where Toledo looks like, that's the best team in the MAC. They won by 42.
Yeah, I mean, Akron's defense. I think they're in a lot of trouble this week. And the offense has been playing better. And
your boy bet the under. I don't know. I kind of lean towards the over. I think Toledo's going to be pissed off. And I do like Akron's offense lately. Why do you give out the under there?
You got
a good number at FanDuel too.
Yeah. I don't. I obviously wouldn't go under anymore. But I can only look. I do think Toledo can probably hang in there. And Akron last week. Hey, our play of the weekend last weekend, baby.
I should have bet way more.
I know. I literally like 10.
We gave that out, didn't we?
Yeah. 5 minutes into the game, I was like,
yeah, you texted me. You're like, this is the play of the year.
Yeah, this is the play. They're going to win this game by 6. So,
and they did.
Yeah.
Speaking of Notre Dame Arkansas game, we haven't talked about this. We talked about we're doing a show at halftime, and I'm gonna be pissed off. But what about the handicap?
You were last week. You were much more bullish on Arkansas than I think you've been this week.
Yeah, early in the week I was at prices. I got a feeling that Notre Dame might be.
I kind of do too.
So how do I attack this? I haven't decided yet. I still think Arkansas team total is okay. I think Notre Dame team total over is okay. Full game over. I've been kind of waiting because that under money last week was so dead wrong. So I've been kind of waiting to see if the under money, it did tick down a point yesterday. If it ticks down a little bit further, I just like over. I do think Notre Dame's offense is legit.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a good game to do the halftime show because Arkansas is going to have it or Pittman's going to be fired after the game. I think they got to bye next week. If they get rocked, he's out. He's fired.
I don't think I'm going to go in pregame here. I would love Arkansas early score, a back and forth game to get some Notre Dame, money line, some Notre Dame cheap here. I don't really want to lay 4.5, but I think especially with the total up there, maybe some good live trading opportunities. And obviously one I'll have on the ticker as we're doing the halftime show. So that's what I'll be looking for is Notre Dame go down a score early or a turnover early and get some cheap Notre Dame.
I like it. Philly J, ask about the San Jose State Stanford spread. I know San Jose State's been disappointed, but them being an underdog. I'm on the Stanford side of things. A couple orders on them.
I know our buddy
missed opportunity. Tout Service should have released Stanford. That's on me.
I agree with the move. I just think
I do too.
You've seen life out of Stanford's offense, and I know we faded them last week, but the offense, 20 points. I thought the quarterback play was better, and it's a Virginia team that's just way better than them. San Jose State, I just
lost to Central, which isn't aging well.
No,
it's got outplayed by Idaho last week.
Yeah. So and now you got to go into Stanford. That I just don't think. Yeah, I agree with Bob. Like I think they can line up, man ball them. Stanford, the whole San Jose State body of work has not looked good, very good right now. But again, I had to get in at Stanford under 3. So this one, if you get some buyback on San Jose State, then I'd be in. But it had to be under 3 for me.
Agree. Got about 5 minutes left. We'll recap best bets and whatnot. But first, I got to do an ad read. And we know the Hammer audience is truly like a family. It really is. Familiar faces, inside jokes, and one guy who everyone likes picking on. Well, here's your chance to continue the conversation. Join our new Hammer Discord, a chance for us to discuss all the games, news, share our favorite bets, interact with your favorite Hammer creators. Discord.gg/Hammer. Join now. Are you a part of that yet? I think I was the first guy in the college football chat, and then I got to get back involved.
I did. I logged in.
So that's more for the other guys because we're active with our chat here. We do a whole show with the chat 3 days a week.
I am in the Discord. I agree. I got to get a little bit more active in the Discord, but I got so many fucking messaging apps that people are blowing me up on all day.
Oh my God. No, it's never ending.
It really doesn't.
I can't keep track of it. I'll have to post. Like I have so many unread messages. It's unbelievable. Jacob C, $1.99. ND over 63. Yeah, is there a 63 in the market?
I didn't see one.
Yeah, I don't see one. Yeah. If you got that, that's a great price. Do you see one?
I do not.
Look at $30. Nothing. That's a good number. Yeah, I like the over. I like both team totals over. I like the over. Spend my $6.99. $6.69. Gotta get that right. Very nice. 669. I am new to doing power ratings. How do you know when to blindly play your numbers and when to ignore the numbers? Example, Sagarin, FPI, SB all make Memphis -20. Do they? I don't know. Well, see, it's a game like that where you're betting spot. Memphis off the big win. FAU off a bye. I learned this from the old Malinsky. First-year coaches off that bye. Everything's like coming at them, like especially a first-year head coach. And then finally to get that breather with a bye week, he always liked playing on them guys after that first bye week. So there's kind of a little bit of that. There's been phoniness to Memphis's numbers. They got a Troy backup quarterback. I don't know if that game is probably in doubt if the Troy quarterback doesn't get hurt. And all of a sudden the Troy quarterback, they can't do anything. What's the line here if Memphis doesn't win last week? If Arkansas is not fumbling at the goal line, well, there's a loss. The Georgia State game, I'm going into it here, why I like Florida Atlantic, but, the Memphis scored a pick 6 in like the final seconds against Georgia State. I bet Memphis in that game. I think we gave out Memphis. I wasn't impressed in that game. FAU, it's been turnovers. Did them in against Maryland, did them in against FIU. So there you go.
And I would say,
get back to the question. It depends. It depends how long you've been doing power ratings, how much trust you go into it. But if it goes against your power ratings, why? Is it injury? Because keep in mind, Sagarin, FPI, SB, they do not factor in injuries. So if you see something discrepancy there, keep in mind they don't do that. So, and they also obviously don't factor in situational spots.
I would also just to add, like, the farther we get, like, go further and further into the NIL and transfer portal era, and farther, there was a time where I think S&P, farther back time where Sagarin was more influential, even a more recent time where S&P Plus was more influential. In today's era, in the late 2025 here, I don't really. There's not a ton of market influence for any of those. FPI has always been garbage, but the other two at some point have had market influence. Where I say I think it's better to go off if you're looking to compare your market like the market closers week after week is a better metric to go off of than using any of those publicly available systems, because you have a lot more. Basically, the market closer is all of the smart people, everybody's power ratings, that have money kind of, being bet into the market, as opposed to those public rating systems, which I have kind of dwindled over time. Not saying they're meaningless, but I just don't put as much stock in them as I used to, and either does the market. So,
very well said. Couldn't have said it better. I like that. Harrison Cooper, $4.99. NIU, Hammock Owens, Sean Lewis. Wazoo, same film 2 weeks in a row versus Colorado State. Best of luck, guys.
I do like NIU. I mean, I know
they went outright. I just thought we'd get a 3 throughout the week, and we never got it.
We never got it.
Man, that's the market 10 years ago. We'd have had it.
Yep. It was there for like blink.
What, Monday morning for about 2 hours?
Yeah, I don't even think it was Monday. I think it was Sunday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. If a 3, I'm still.
What time is that game? Tune in tomorrow. It's already part of the money line round robin, but tune in tomorrow. It's halftime. We'll see where it's at.
Yep.
Because the public does have a say, and I mean, 80-some% of the handle ain't coming until tomorrow, so we'll see. One game we haven't talked about. Did I get to all the super chats? I think so. Oh, you asked about Wazoo, Colorado State. Have you done anything in that game? Going to be 2 different quarterbacks. I know Tent likes the under. I love Tent, but I don't know about that one. I think maybe both offenses might get a little more juice with these new quarterbacks.
Yeah, I haven't done. But I do know some people that some orders for Colorado State, but at numbers that were more in the 4. Again, not that 5.5 is like key or anything, but there was some. I would expect that, and you'll see 6. I think if you want to bet Wazoo, let it breathe a little bit till tomorrow. I think you'll see a little bit more Colorado State push.
I like that. I bet Colorado State this week. That makes me feel better. Cap wise, and at the gun here, $9.99 super chat. Penn State minus 3.5. I may get 6. Ooh, I don't know. I ain't that high.
6.
Yeah, that's high. That means the Kelly criterion says you should be betting 5.5% of your bankroll if you make the number 6 and the line's 3.5.
I will say there has been some Penn State buy today. I mean, there's 1-4 sitting out there, mostly juice 3.5. So I do think market is trending in that direction.
Market's definitely saying Penn State and Alabama are the sides tomorrow.
Yes.
And I can't. I'm both. 0-2. What a bum. Can you trust Penn State though?
I could get past all that factor if the number was more like if I was getting a 2.5, I'm on Penn State. But through 3.5 now, I mean juice 3.5 to 4, it just never got there for me. So it was one I just can't get. And then again, if you're Cap, that's one like I'll say Cap. If you're giving some significant additional home field advantage for the whiteout for the Penn State night game, depending, I mean, everyone's got a little bit of different number there, but if you're giving them 3.5, 4.5 points of home field advantage, then I see how you got to 6. I don't
know how you can make Penn State the better team right now, though.
That's where I'm with. That's where I'm at with you. Is I don't think I just don't think team to team they're better than Oregon, like player to player line up. So I can't get to this number, even if you're giving them a sizable chunk of home field. So that's why I just can't. I just can't get there.
We do anything with like first half under? I mean, both of them have played nothing but tomato cans, and now they finally got some resistance. I don't know. Maybe check out tomorrow's show. We'll figure it
Yep.
out. But definitely, I will say, I like you cap wise. That's the sharp side. The market is telling you that Penn State's the sharp side, and I honestly think, and Michael, it's not coming back down. I
No.
think it might even tick further up.
Yep.
I gotta look. I'm gonna tweet this out. I think Penn State has got a losing ATS record in whiteout games. Oh well, man, I've seen some cut ups of Drew Aller. Woof.
Yeah.
They talking first round.
No. He's getting the Quinn Ewers treatment in the draft.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. You go.
Anyway,
You might
until the Browns come in.
Yeah. Yeah. It's 6th round. So yeah, no,
He's from Benner, right down the road. You got to get another quarterback. They draft him 3 rounds too early. I got nothing else. Let's recap. You got anything left on their main games?
I think that was good.
All right. Barb, pull up the best bets because we added a lot today, and then we'll close out the show. We thank everybody for joining us today. Great show. Great super chats. Look forward to tomorrow. I thought a couple people said it was our best show. Jack says best show all year, fellas. A++. I agree. Pretty good show. It was my best show. Knish has had better shows.
I agree.
Knish has really brought it at other times. So
yeah.
Barb's been good. Of course, she's better than Moretto and Jason and everybody else that we got in the network. Illinois, we got great CLV. The worst CLV we've ever had maybe on the show is Ohio.
Woof.
That's bad. I was thinking I thought the line would be 10. I really did. UCLA plus 6.5 like that. You guys bet that. Western Kentucky got that. Florida Atlantic plus 14. Ooh, I like this portfolio. Looking good. Can you scroll down? Are you seeing it? I don't see it.
I got you. Yeah, see, I think if I use last, but I'll have Joey props tomorrow too for the Saturday.
Oh, okay. All right, Joey props tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. Oh, Barb says there's another book in there. She can't scroll.
Oh, that was good.
All right, I thought there was one more in there. What was it, Barb? I'm like, I gotta write these down in live. Do you know what the bet was?
Wasn't that the Florida Atlantic that we had to hit at somewhere else?
Oh, yeah, Florida Atlantic plus 14. Oh, App State. That's the one. App State plus 16.5. Boom. So that's it, guys. That'll do it. Enjoy 3 good games tonight. We'll be back with you tomorrow. Halftime Notre Dame, Arkansas. For the man, the myth, the legend himself, Joey Knish, producer Barbara Alberts. I'm Brad Powers. Thank you for the comments. You just watched Hit the Books, part of the Hammer Betting Network. See you tomorrow.